now. And when Karatbars was initially established, guys, I was excited for the opportunity to be able to share with my family and friends so that they could have the same opportunity to put themselves in position for the same wealth transfer that I was already a recipient of. Now, I was happy with just what it was. And then, of course, we all know that Karatbars went through a series of success, $100 million in sales, guys. That is amazing. Great companies doing well. Become 2016-ish, CEO started to see some adjustments and some changes taking place. And what he realized was, and this is the thing that I want to say about Mr. Harold Sykes up front, he is not only a visionary, but he's a smart visionary in the sense that he's smart enough to know that if there needs to be an adjustment, we need to make the adjustment. There are a lot of companies, CEOs, many of you on the line right now can name several of them, that didn't make the adjustment when they needed to make the adjustment, and as a result, a lot of catastrophic things happen. So let me give you an example. Let's say your pilot is flying at an altitude, his flight plan says that he needs to go one direction, but the air traffic controller comes on the line and says, hey, we need to take you a couple degrees to the right. Now that pilot has the ability to say, no, I plan to go this direction and I'm going to continue going in this direction. Or he can lean towards the authority that's given him some additional information. Now, what does that air traffic controller realize that the pilot doesn't realize when he was planning it? That there's maybe a 747 that's sitting on top of him that could cause him some major damage. Harold Sykes made an adjustment in the Karatbars model to not just be a goal savings platform, but he made the platform to incorporate old and new technology, which of course we know is blockchain. We know the big boy is Bitcoin. And as a result of it, he merged the two together, which was a brilliant, brilliant thing, right? So that technology of merging gold and crypto together is a phenomenal opportunity, right? With that being said, that transition of going to that platform has now put Karatbars in a very, very powerful position. And not just Karatbars, but all of us that are on the line as well. Now, I'm going to be sharing my screen here very shortly, but I wanted to just get this out here that what we're literally sitting on, guys, amazing. I want to share my screen. If you can let me know when you see my screen. 1 second. Can you see my screen? Is anybody out there?
I can see it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Before we get into the training, guys, I want to make sure you understand what we're sitting on and how powerful this is and why you want to be able to stack up as many coins as you possibly can. You want to grow your business as fast as you can to grow your network, because at the end of the day, what this system and this ecosystem is designed to do, it is a money-making machine. So for those you can see the screen, we have, if you can see my cursor to my right, I don't know if it's to my right, to your right, or to your left, but there's the Karat Gold coin, which is the KBC coin, already on the market, guys. The powerful thing about this coin is that it's backed by physical gold. Now, presently where the coin sits right now, between 2 and 3 cents, a lot of people are saying, well, the coin was at 12 cents. What is the big deal? One of the big deals as to why that coin is actually dropping, during the 4th of July event, there was a miscommunication in the sense that there was another company that had similar initials as our KBC coin. As a result of it, there was some arrests made. I think it was 14 arrests made in India. The market spook thought it was the KBC coin and began to start dumping coins. Well, a couple of days later, they realized that it wasn't our company, didn't have anything to do with us. And as a result, we had a lot of KBC coins that actually flooded the market, right? But even though a bad thing, because some people, sold their coins into the market, it created an opportunity for others to be able to get the coin at a reduced rate in price. Now, this is the thing that I want you to understand. The price doesn't matter. And the reason the price really doesn't matter is because the way the KBC coin is designed, it is designed as a hybrid coin. It has the ability to gain market value, and it also has the ability to gain gold value at the same time. So while the price of the coin may have dropped to 2 or 3 cents, the value of the coin is still 100 KBC coin equal to 1 gram of gold. That's huge. That is powerful. And that's the advantage of what we have with this coin is that we have our insurance policy and our growth mechanism tied into the same project, right? In addition to that, we also have the KCB coin, which is our bank's coin, which is our utility coin. And not only the utility coin, but this coin, the KBC, is the lifeblood of the operation, because all of the aspects of this business is funneled through this thing called the KBC coin, right? Now, a lot of people are asking, well, the KBC coin started at 1 cent. Now we got the KCB coin starting at 14 cents. Why the big jump as far as the starting price? The reason is because the KCB coin represents the bank, and the bank represents the entire ecosystem. So the KCB coin, or the Karat coin bank, owns the entire operation. So your digital stock exchange, your patent on your phone, the crypto exchange, the Karat Pay system, all of that belongs to the bank, which is why that coin is actually starting at a price of 14 cents a coin, right? The next thing I want you to understand before we go forward in this is that while you're sitting on a gold mine, is that Karatbars not only secured the coin with physical gold, Karatbars not only created a structure of 5 separate companies that are going to be feeding the bank 50% of its profits, and the other 50% goes to keep buying more gold. So there's a self-perpetuating system that's developed. But Karatbars also went a step further and created utility for the coin. Now, what is utility? Usage. Now, Bitcoin is trading at about $9,000 a coin right now, guys. But guess what? Bitcoin is not widely used around the world to pay for your coffee, to pay for your car, to pay your house payment, etc. It doesn't have mass adoption or use yet. So what Karatbars did is, not only did it back its coin, not only created support for the coin, it also created, guys, usage for the coin. In the third quarter of this year, guys, Karatbars has contracts signed with 5 African countries: Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Burkina Faso. Some of the largest exporting African countries to the rest of the world. Now, why did they choose those countries? Because a statement one of my business mentors made is that when you find a need and you meet it, you'll never have to worry about money. And so what Karatbars did is found a problem that they could provide a solution, and as a result of it, create a win-win situation around it so that everybody could win. And then therefore, in the sense of those 5 African countries, Karatbars is going to be one of the settlement banks for those countries shipping raw materials around the world. But the powerful thing about this is that once their customers deposit their money into the gold standard bank, what's going to happen is Karatbars is going to require them to convert those coins convert those dollars into coins. All right. Now, what does coins equate to? Coins equate to physical gold. So when the deal finally gets settled on behalf of the African nations, it's going to be settled in gold for those African nations, which is much better than having fiat money. So it's a win-win situation. How's it a win-win situation for you and I? We bought the coins for 14 cents. So if the coin goes to 50 cents and $1, etc., we're very happy people that's on this call right now. So guys, I just want you to really realize that our CEO, Mr. Harold Sykes, made a God idea, God movement in order to merge these 2 businesses together, put this ecosystem in place, and is allowing us to participate in it. And the reality is that what most people don't understand, there are a lot of times we can have gold in our hands and wanting to give it up for nothing because we don't understand what we actually have. It's almost like a pig being washed, clean them up really good, and as a result of it, within minutes, he's going back into the mud. Why? He doesn't understand what just happened. So I really want everybody to understand that you're sitting on holy ground, if I can say it in those terms. And you are sitting in a position for a serious wealth transfer. Everybody's talking about a wealth transfer, but this ecosystem that Karatbars has put into place is actually positioning us for it. Now, one of the things that I want to make sure everybody understands is that there are 3 different functions of Karatbars. You got Karatbars, which is your gold savings platform. Now, guys, I don't care what happens in the crypto world, the gold savings platform is always going to be there through karatbars.com. So you're always going to be able to exchange your fiat money into physical gold whenever you want, as much as you want, through the Karatbars mechanism. All right. The second phase of that is the Karat Gold company, which is the karatgold.sg website. That is your coin site. That's the way. That's where we're able to purchase as many coins as we possibly can. And I want to get ahead of myself and implore everybody on this call. You want to stack up as much KCB coins as you possibly can between now and September. And during this call, I'm going to show you strategically how you can maximize getting as much KCBs as you possibly can through the new bonus structure that Karatbars has just released, right? And the third company, guys, is CaratPay. Why is CaratPay so powerful? CaratPay is powerful because at the end of the day, gold is a bulky item. It's you know, we may not necessarily want to be able to move gold around. One of the reasons why the U.S. was able to encourage the rest of the world to use the dollar as a substitute for gold, as a currency that's backed by physical gold, is because of the ability to move physical gold around gets to be a little bit encumbersome, right? So they wanted to find a way that we could use a substitute in the dollar. As a result, we got the problems that we currently have right now. However, guys, what CaratPay does for this is, CaratPay is a mechanism that Karatbars owns where you're able to move gold around digitally from account to account, person to person, business to business, which is a phenomenal, phenomenal thing. So I wanted to make sure everybody understands that. Now, when it comes to this thing called cash gold, a lot of people are struggling with cash gold, right? One of the reasons why cash gold is so powerful is because the world understands paper money. Guys, I guess I can say my age on this line. I'm 45 years old, and all I've ever known is the US dollar. So gold, even though I understand gold and the value of gold, etc., to be able to move gold around on a consistent basis physically is a little bit challenging for the mind. So what Mr. Sykes did is, the mind is already used to dollars, so he created cash gold with a patent that allows the gold to be uniquely embedded within a actual cash bill, right? That's powerful. And the reason he did that was because he knew he wanted to build an ecosystem with ATMs. And as a result of it, he wanted to make sure that the cash gold was the mechanism that was actually used for familiarity, as well as to be able to allow for there to be ATMs all around the world for people to be able to move back and forth from gold, cash, etc., whatever. So the cash gold plays a very, very powerful role into this Karatbars system, right? Now, one of the other things I wanted to bring up is I wanted to show you, because there are many of you that are on the line right now that have coins. And one of the reasons why you want to keep stacking as much coins as you possibly can between now and September the 1st. I'm saying September the 1st, really September the 2nd. Guys, we want to make sure that we are a day ahead of everybody else. The reason why is because cash gold is going to be a very, very powerful mechanism that's being used to actually move this, this ecosystem to the next level. So cash gold is very, very important. Now, when it comes to value, and as I said earlier, nobody steals something that's not of value. If you put a bubble gum in one hand and you put some gold in another hand, anybody in any common sense, if you're going to steal something, it's not going to be the bubble gum. It's going to be the gold because of the value. In the last year, scammers have been trying every which way under the sun to steal coins that you currently have right now. And as a result of it, I tell people that's only because they realize what you have. And they realize the power of what you have. And the reality is that the power of what this coin is going to be, it hasn't even gotten to that point yet, because we're getting ready as of September, October to roll out our blockchain, our very own blockchain, rolling out the blockchain voice over blockchain cell phones that's going to use the KCB for payments, the digital stock exchange, the open source that's going to allow countries, governments, and businesses to build on top of our gold platform, our gold coin platform, is going to be huge. So whatever amount of coins that you're actually holding right now, the sky is the limits in relations to where this coin is potentially going to go, right? So I want to make sure everybody understands that, right? Now, how are we going to stack up coins? we're gonna stack coins, guys, and I'm gonna actually switch my screen here. And I'm actually was helping someone in their account. So I'm gonna actually go to, and this is actually on your Karatbars website. So if you go to downloads and you go to English and you go to general and you go to package content change overview. Guys, put your seatbelts on because you're gonna see how powerful it is and how you can use this last quarter in the game to stack up on as many coins as you possibly can. So the document that you're currently seeing right now, and let me know if you can see the screen. Please let me know if you can see the screen.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay, great, all right. What you're actually looking at, guys, is you're looking at the last quarter playbook for our success. And you're looking at profit packages between profit package 1 through 15. You're looking at the impulse package 1 through 4. You're looking at the CEM, or our cash exchange machine package. And then you're looking at our traditional business packages, all right? Guys, between now and September, forget about the last 4: bronze pack, silver pack, gold pack, and VIP pack. Don't introduce anybody to those packages. And the reason is because your greatest value is going to come from the profit packages, the impulse phone packages, and the cash exchange machine package, right? Now, I'm going to start first with the CEM package. Now, what is that? It is the cash gold machine. That's the equivalent of an ATM machine. They changed the name because it's really a cash gold exchange machine. That cash gold machine cost is 7,900 euros. Okay, so 7,900 euros. You know somebody that owns a hair salon, a barber shop, a restaurant, a mall, anywhere that an ATM would make sense or whatever, you have the ability to actually sell an ATM to that particular person. Or if you're a business owner that owns a location that makes sense for an ATM, you have the ability to purchase this ATM at 7,900 euros, right? Now, what happens with this 7,900 euros? You get your ATM machine, but you also get $7,900 dollars worth of KCB coins as well. So I should have did this before, but I'm going to do it now. 7,900 KCB, guys, divided by 14 cents is 56,000 KCB coins. So for you purchasing that ATM machine or that CEM machine, you're going to get 56,000 coins, right? But guess what? You're also going to get, the buyer is going to get a bonus of 100%. So you're going to get an additional 56,000 coins. So you multiply the two. For that ATM machine that you purchase or the buyer purchased, they're actually getting or netting 112,000 coins. But guess what? Because the ATM machines are such a integral part of the Karatbars system, Mr. Sykes is throwing the kitchen sink, the master bedroom, the entire house, the guest house, everything at us for a bonus for the seller, because you're able to earn 300% bonus on your customer's $7,900 purchase of the ATM machine. Now let's see what 7,900, I'm sorry, let's see 56,000 coins is how much coins it is that was purchased. But if you're making 300% on that, you've earned 168,000 coins just being the sponsor of the person who bought the machine. Guys, that's huge. And the reason that's so powerful and the reason why there's so much bonus behind this is because the ATMs play such an integral role in our system, and we need to have ATMs in place, you know, when we come online on the blockchain, right? Those ATMs are going to be delivered, I believe, in September. And so we got a little bit of time to actually build that. So you can accumulate a lot of coins if you sponsor someone who purchases an ATM machine. Now, the person who buys the ATM machine, they don't just, their investment for the machine is $7,900, but they have to purchase the cash gold that goes in the machine as well in increments of 5,000 euros, 10,000 euros, and also 15,000 euros. So the cash gold has to be purchased as well, which will add to the $7,900 total. All right. Now, the impulse phones, you got the package 1, package 2, package 3, and package 4. Package 1 is 1,250 euros. So divided by 14 cents, guys, you're going to get 8,900 coins for that phone package number 1. But guess what? You're also going to earn a bonus of 80%. So times 80%, you're going to earn an additional 7,000 coins. So about 18,000 coins, you're going to be able to get from your straight purchase as well as your bonus that comes along with that package. And it just goes on from the package number 2, you're buying $1,700 worth of coins, 70% bonus with it. Guess what? The seller of those particular, the sponsor to that particular person that's buying these packages is going to earn the 80%, 90%, 100% bonus, as well as the 100%, 120% bonus for the impulse phone number 4. All right. Now, I think someone's.
I'm gonna mute them, Ontario. I got it.
Okay. All right. So, guys, let me give you an example about the impulse K1 package number 4. So, your 4,000 euros divided by 14 cents is 28,000 coins. So that 28,000 coins is physically bought the 4,000 you will purchase, but you're also going to get 120% bonus as well. Times 120%, you're getting bought the Impulse K1 package number 4 is also going to earn 120% in bonuses as well. Guys, this is an opportunity to really stack up on a lot of coins in this last quarter as we all make way until September. Why is September important? Because the coin sale is going to stop directly from Karatbars. The coin now goes to the market, and we start to bring all of our technologies online, our blockchain, our phone system, everything starts to work from there. And that's where we're going to see the growth that we're expecting from this. So the advantage, people saying, well, what is the advantage of buying the impulse phone versus the profit package? All right. Each individual person is going to have to make a determination what's most important to them. So there are many of you that have already bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 phones already. You're saying, I don't need any more phones. All right. So at that juncture, it would probably be most beneficial for you to actually pick the profit package that fits your budget so that you can not only get the coins that are associated that you're purchasing, the bonuses that are associated with it as well. And just like on the K1 phone packages, you're able to earn bonuses on your person that you sponsored, their packages that they're actually buying as well. And the actual caveat, guys, is that we also got to be mindful that when the buyer buys the profit package, he's also getting grams of gold as well. So I'm going to pick on profit package number 9. It's a 10,000 euro profit package. That person is actually going to get 100% coins, plus they're getting 130% bonus. The seller of that package is going to get 130% bonus as well. But guess what? The buyer is also going to get 43 grams of gold. Why is that important? Because in addition to the coins that you got from the purchase as well as the bonus, you're also able to convert that 43.5 grams of gold into cash gold, which is going to give you 435 univols, which in turn will buy you about approximately a 1,700 euro profit package in addition to the coins that you already done. So the advantage of the profit packages is that you get the bonuses as well, but you're getting the gold that you have the ability to convert into univols in order to purchase additional coins as well. So the reality is you got to determine whether you want the phone makes more sense to you or the gold to get more coins. And each individual person is going to have to make that decision. All right, so we took care of that in that sense, in the sense of these
Say, Ontario, before you move
Yes.
on, Can you talk a little bit about the benefit of the phone? Because I'm really pushing the phone because of the technology.
Okay, guys, the technology of the phone is huge. And I'm going to set it up like this. The phones that we have right now, guys, we don't have any privacy. The other part about it is that we're paying exuberant phone bills. Me, myself, I think I pay about $400 for a family of 4, all right, for my phone. So cost is a major factor. The other thing about it is storage space. Many of us got packages where, there's a certain amount of storage and data space or whatever. The beautiful thing about our K1 phone is that you have unlimited storage. How can you have unlimited storage? Is because of the blockchain. So you got privacy, you got unlimited storage, you got the average cost of the phone is going to be about €6 per month. Guys, that's ridiculous. How can they get our cell phone bills to that low of a price? And the answer to it is, it's the blockchain. The blockchain, there's a lot of redundancies that are being cut out. And as a result of that, think about the savings that's going to come from you being able to pay €6 per month for your phone bill. The savings alone that you're saving can be used for debt reduction, or can be used to continue to build your gold platform in the Karatbars.com site to be able to increase your wealth even more, right? Not only that, guys, in the last 6 months, I've been to 6 to 7 countries. And there are some countries, I have AT&T as my phone operator, cell phone operator. And there were some countries that I went into that did not have a package deal with AT&T. So as a result of it, I had to pay a lot of extra money to be able to use my phone while I was in Dubai, while I was in Frankfurt. Some of the other places, I had to pay extra to use my phone. Well, guess what? The Karatbars K1 Impulse phone is going to have satellite technology infrastructure. So you may have to pay a little bit extra, but let's just say you have to pay extra $20 for the satellite version of the phone. Anywhere that you go in the world with that phone, whether you are in the rural area of the country where your cousin Bobo lives and they don't have no cell phone towers out there, your phone is going to work. If you take your phone to Guatemala, you take your phone to Hong Kong, you take your phone anywhere in the world, there doesn't need to be any exchanges or any additional plans purchased with our blockchain cell phone. Now, this is the actual thing that's going to make it even more powerful. What the world has not recognized is that your cell phones, your next level cell phones that's coming to the market is incorporating cryptocurrencies in these new design of phones. Why? Because they know that you're using your cell phone for everything under the sun. I know people that have an app on their phone that measures their sleep. I know people that got cell phone apps to pay their bills. There's an app for everything in the world to use. So literally, your cell phone has become one of the most powerful tools that you can ever hold, because you can do just about everything with your cell phone. The reality of that is that your cell phone, the way the Karatbars cell phone is designed, it is designed with a private key that you're going to be able to carry your wealth in your private key on your cell phone. Now, let me give an example, guys, how powerful this is. And I'm going to say Taka. I'm just going to throw Taka out for an example. Let's say Taka has $1 million and she's going out of the country and she wants to take $1 million with her. Well, she's going to have some problems if she try to wire $1 million. She's also going to have a problem if she try to take $1 million in cash, because they won't let her get too far once she gets on the airplane with $1 million, right? But what the powerful thing about the blockchain technology in Karatbars phone and that private key, Taka can take her $1 million, convert it into coins, and carry that across the border with no problems at all. And when she gets to wherever she gets, convert it and do whatever she wants to do, because she controls her wealth from her phone with her coins. That is huge. So this cell phone is not your traditional cell phone. In that regards, there's a lot of added features to it. The other added feature that I like to say is that your Android apps as well as your iPhone apps will be able to be downloaded to this phone as well. So you're really not losing anything, you're just gaining. So hopefully I've covered it made sense and given some credibility to why that phone is very important.
It
so
did. Thank you. Thank you.
Great. Those of you that don't have the phone, it may be a good idea for you now that you know what the phone is about to get that phone as well. If the phone is not important to you, then the profit package is definitely the way to go, because you're getting the extra the free gold content that you can in turn get more coins on top of what you're purchasing with the bonuses as well. Did that cover it for you?
It did. Thank you so much.
Okay, great.
Thank you for using me as an example.
Yeah.
I knew
guys,
say that.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to show you is that for those, there are many of you that are already aware of the Karatbars incentive. So I just told you about the package contents, right? That you're able to buy packages or phone packages and get coins and get bonuses as well. But Karatbars is currently operating with an incentive right now that's literally ridiculous. So let me actually go back. I'm going a little too fast. Sorry about that. So if you go to downloads and you go to incentive, you're going to see the CaratNet Market Launch 2019, which is our Amsterdam incentive. They're going to roll out the CaratNet blockchain September the 14th of this year, right? So that's going to be in a trip, just like how we had our Dubai trip, our Frankfurt trip, our all the other trips, the incentive trips we had. The Amsterdam trip is going to be in a couple weeks. So there's some instructions as to how you can earn your trip. But guys, this is very powerful, and I encourage you to go look at this document. But in addition to the bonus coins that we talked about here, you're going to be able to double dip and earn even more coins through the incentive process as well. And I'm going to show you how it's being done. I'm going to leave it up to you to read the document yourself, but it operates the same, just like how we have our other incentives as well. But for the sake of time and illustration, I'm going to actually go to the IP points. And the IP points are incentive points, right? So let's say, for example, this is the actual chart that shows any one of these items that's actually purchased in your, that's bought by a person that's personally sponsored by you. And again, I repeat, anybody that you personally sponsored that does any one of these activities, a bronze business pack, a VIP pack, an impulse phone, there's a certain amount of IP points that goes along with each purchase. So for an example, if I purchase under Darren a 7,900 euro CEM package, which is our version of ATM package, he's going to earn 1,150 points. Let's say Miss Hattie, or Evangelist Hattie, goes out and purchases a 10,000 euro profit package. I'm going to earn a 1,600, or Darren's going to earn 1,600 IP points. So the 1,600 IP points is going to be added to the 1,150 points. So he's going to have 1,150 plus, what was that? 1,150 plus from Ms. Hattie's purchase is 1,600, all right? So that's going to be 2,700 IP points. Now, where does these IP points come in? It comes in because, I'm going to go back up to the document. Darren has 2,700 IP points. So he now qualifies for 2 VIP tickets for the Karatbars CaratNet launch in Amsterdam. Guys, I went there a couple weeks ago, and great opportunity to see Amsterdam. He's going to earn 500 euros of travel allowance. He's going to earn a free phone, and he's also going to earn a profit package of 3,000 euros. What does that equate to in coins? 3,000 divided by 14 is 24,000 coins. Plus, he's going to get the 8.7 grams of gold that he can then convert into 87 univolts and be able to purchase additional coins as well, plus 110% bonus. This is ridiculous. Now, mind you, he's earning all of this through the Karatbars Amsterdam incentive, but guess what? he's also going to get, here we go, right here. He's also going to get the seller bonus from whatever package is purchased as well. So this is an opportunity to double dip and be able to stack up on a tremendous amount of coins by using both of these scenarios to be able to stack up on coins. So your Amsterdam incentive and the profit seller bonuses are going to position you to additional coins as well. So hopefully I made that clear. If I need to clean that up a little bit, just let me know.
No, it was very clear. But I think what happens is there's so many bonuses on the different packages, and then when you start dipping into the incentive plans, they've got bonuses that tie back to another bonus. Like you said, you're double dipping. So guys, just realize what's at stake, how many thousands of coins you have the opportunity to get your hands on. Back to you, Ontario.
Yeah. So guys, I'm gonna go straight to the Bugatti. All right, we're going straight to the Bugatti. Bugatti is if you accumulate 12,500 IP points. And again, how do you determine what the IP points? You look at your legend. Your legend will tell you. If you had someone to purchase a 25,000 VIP package, that's 2,700 points. If you had someone that did a 50,000, that's 5,200 points. So guys, let's just say there's someone on this line, or let's say all of you on the line, accumulated 12,500 IP points. You're going to get 6 VIP tickets to the event, which equates to about $80 in value, 80 euros in value. So about a $400 value you're getting from the VIP tickets. They're going to also give you 2,500 euros in travel allowance. You're going to also get your free impulse phone. You're going to also get 15,000 euro profit package, which equates to 15,000 divided by 14 cents is 107,000 coins. But guess what? You're also going to get 65.2 grams of cash gold, which 65 times 10, and y'all working me tonight, is 650 univolt that you're able to take that and purchase more coins as well. Plus you're going to get 140% KCB bonus, right? And guess what? They're going to give you an additional 200,000 KCB coins as well. Guys, I think my last estimate was around 300,000 to 400,000 coins can be accumulated just from this incentive alone, not to mention the bonus coins that you're going to get from the seller of whatever package the person purchases. Literally ridiculous. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, and if there's anything else, Jona, that I missed that you want me to recover, to add value to it, I'll definitely do that, is to understand this thing about the coin. Now, I want to make some clarity on it. There's a lot of noise in the Karatbar world where people just don't understand what we have. And guys, I'm gonna be very honest. It's a little ignorant on our part that we don't realize what we actually have. And I'm gonna give you an example. A new chart. Give me a second here. Guys, I'm learning how to use technology. I've been being chastised by your fearless leader about getting to the next level with this technology. So here we go. Here we are. Here. All right. We have a 5-year timeline. And the thing that I'm expressing to people is that Karatbars is rolling out a 5-year plan in 2 years. Why so aggressive? I'm going to tell you why it's so aggressive. Very smart. People say, well, you can make a lot of mistakes. Yeah. The mistakes that you make, you can correct them and fix them. But the reality is your competition will be years behind you. And I think that's why Mr. Harold Sykes put such an aggressive plan together, is because he wanted to get ahead of his technology, get ahead of his competition. Now, the thing about this coin is that the 5-year time span for this coin is where we stand right now. The coin is exchangeable for 100 KBC to 1 gram of gold, right? 100 KBC to 100 gram of gold, right? There are a lot of people who are saying they were a little bit upset that they weren't able to cash out on 4th of July, and they were able to be rich on the 4th of July by cashing out the coin. Let me explain to you how powerful this is. So let's just say you own 100,000 coins. And the 100,000 coins that you actually own, you purchased when it was 1 penny. So that means that you had a capital outlay of $1,000 US. So $1,000 US at 1 cent bought you 100,000 coins, right? Now, Mr. Harold Sykes promised that every 100 coin is going to be equivalent to 1 gram of gold, right? So when you divide 100,000 divided by 100 coins, it gives you 1,000 grams. So 1,000 grams, guys, is equivalent to 1 kilo of gold. 1 kilo of gold is equivalent to 45,000 US right now on the market. So you took $1,000, turned it into 1,000 grams, which is 1 kilo of gold, which is now worth $45,000. Now, there are a lot of people that say, well, I wasn't able to get my $45,000 cash, and he didn't do what he was supposed to do, guys. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. He gave you 1 gram of gold for every 100 coins, which now you have 1,000 grams when you didn't start out with 1,000 grams of gold. Because a gram of gold is equivalent to $40 a gram. You came up. Now, a lot of people say, oh, I wanted to get my cash. I want to get my fiat currency. Guys, he did us a favor by not allowing us to get cash, because we're so used to this cash that we don't realize that the cash is losing value ridiculously. So let me tell you what happened. So that $45,000 that you're actually holding in gold, do you have to pay taxes on that $45,000?
Nope.
No. Why? Because it's being held in gold form. You're not paying taxes on your gold. So that's the first gift he gave you. The second gift he gave you is the $45,000 in kilo has the ability to constantly be increasing more value. Let's say a kilo of gold in the next 10 days is 48,000. And in the next 10 days, a kilo of gold is 50,000, right? Now, the other part about this is that when we look at the full ecosystem that he's actually building in the coin system, in the exchange system, and all this put together, when all of this stuff is put together, you're going to be able to use effectively through the K merchant, through the ATM system. You're gonna have ways to be able to spend this gold to where it's most advantageous to you. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say I wanted to go buy a brand new $45,000 vehicle. And I go to, I took $1,000, created $45,000, and I want to now buy that new vehicle. But I'm going to go to the car dealership and say, hey, I like this car. Can we agree on a price? We just agreed on the price. And then I'm going to say, hey, I want to buy the car, but I want to buy it in crypto. Or I want to buy it in gold. He said, well, I don't have the ability to accept it. Yes, you do, because my company is going to give you for free the software called K Merchant. That's going to allow you to be able to accept gold and crypto for payment. I'm going to pay you. You're going to be able to exchange that money into the fiat that you want. But guess what? That person that you bought the vehicle from is now linked to your organization, and they now have the technology for free with no software cost to them, no transfer, no transaction fee cost to them, nor the buyer. And they'll be able to use that technology for other people to be able to buy cars with gold and crypto as well. How powerful is that? That now you got a car dealership in your downline, and if he sells 1,000 cars a year, guess what just happened to your Karatbars business? You're earning units, volume, a lot of things happening, guys. This system is brilliant, is well designed, and we just need to give it time to develop. And as it develops, you're going to see long term why it was important for you to be patient, why it was important for you to stack up on as many coins as possible. Now, let's look at this in the standpoint of January 1st, 2020. 75 coins is going to be equivalent to 1 gram. 2020, 50 coins is going to be equivalent to 1 gram. 2022 is going to be 25 coins to 1 gram. And ultimately in 2023, it's going to be 1 coin to 1 gram of gold. Let me tell you how powerful that is. In a 5-year time span, guys, you can take 100,000 coins and pretty much almost guarantee that it's going to be worth a minimum value of $4 million. At today's gram of gold, 40-ish dollar per gram. Where else are you going to be able to get a return on that? Now, people are saying, how can this be a guarantee? It can be a guarantee because Karatbars' first impression is to back the coin with as much gold as possible. So in this case, in 2023, they're going to have enough gold that each coin is equivalent to 1 gram of gold. And that's your worst case scenario. The market can take the coin to $100. Now, if you want to sell on the market at $100, great. But guess what? You know your worst case scenario is what? $40 or 1 gram of gold, whatever a gram of gold is going to be at that. Guys, this is a phenomenal system. And what we need to do is we need to stack as many coins as possible, let Karatbars build this ecosystem out. In September, this 3rd quarter of the year, the 4th quarter of this year is going to be huge for us because we're going to be bringing a lot of this technology online that's going to keep giving the coin even more value. And where's the coin going to keep getting value from? One in particular, if you got 2 million cell phones that are out there and everybody's paying for their cell phone bill in KCB, that's one of them. In addition to that, you got the exchange that's operating off of our coin as well for gas. And there's no telling what other mechanism that they have in place to be able to do the same exact thing as well, to keep giving our coin more value. So with that being said, hopefully I've made some sense of that. If there's anything that I need to add, cover.
I think you've done an incredible job, and thank you so much for doing this for me and for our team here. What I wanted them to take away was what we were sitting on. You did a great job in explaining that. And what's driving this $40, everybody's seeing the $40 per coin, but they're not quite sure. They're not understanding the journey of the coin from 2019 to 2023. I don't see any questions in the chat, but guys, you can unmute your phone if you have a question. I have my phone. Guys, I'm an IT girl. I said this the other day. I know technology. This is coming. Regardless of whether you want to accept it or not, you need this phone. Okay, so at some point, you're going to have to get this phone. I just don't want that. I don't want my privacy open up like that. I don't want people to know the type of transactions that I'm doing. So with that being said, thank you so much, Ontario. Any questions, guys? Unmute your phone. Unmute your phone. I'm going to take over the share.
Thanks a lot.
I'm going. Is this Darren?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a question? Go ahead. Well, welcome. Did I see your wife on here too? Oh, is it just you?
It's me. I was just saying thanks a lot. I appreciate that information.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for being committed to Karatbars, because you've been rolling with me for a long time, my brother.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, guys. I see you're on here, Michigan, Bermuda. I'm not sure who Galaxy S8 is, but welcome. Who else do we have? Any questions? Anyone else? Don't be shy. Guys, this is a lot of information. One of the things I'm going to encourage you to do, I see Nia from Bermuda as well. I'm going to encourage you to get in your back office. Ontario did a phenomenal job as well in telling us basically how to get to those download documents, okay? So please, 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 please go in your back office and make sure that you understand what you're sitting on, all right? Any questions?
Hey, Jona and Ontario.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Richard.
Hi. I would just like to say, I know I wrote it in the chat, but I would like to thank both you and Ontario. We too have gone through a lot together. It was my pleasure to make video slides to the Preparing the Kingdom calls back in the day. And, you know, my journey has been very interesting. We had a few distractions along the way, but I learned a lot about blockchain and Bitcoin. And I also, kept educating myself, and I believe that God's money will prevail. And God bless Harold Seiss for his vision. I think the return to a gold standard is going to come, and we, the people, have the power to make it happen. So I encourage everybody to go share the good news about gold, and we'll be seeing you. We'll be seeing you on the shores.
Well, I love Bermuda. Princess Hamilton is my favorite. Thank you so much for getting on tonight. Thank you for directing the link to your team. Guys, we're recording this, so we're going to upload this. I just want to say this to you, Richard. We want to thank you on behalf of Preparing the Kingdom, because all of the videos, guys, that you see us putting out on Facebook, etc., this is the gentleman who did those. He turned our audio conference call into YouTube videos. So we'd like to thank you. So thank you so much, Richard.
Hey, Jona, before you go, I wanna share this. If you can allow me to share my screen again.
Stop share. Okay, go ahead.
Right. And again, my whole objective of this, guys, is I want to make sure that we understand what we have. And I don't think we can emphasize this as much, because the world doesn't realize what's happening around them. Right? And I'm gonna give you an example. This is a funny story, but I want to make it funny so that you can laugh, but I want it to hit home that you remember, right? So, guys, I have an uncle that when he was in high school, I think he's in his 60s now, 50s, 60s, and when he was in high school, him and a brother liked the same lady, same girl. All right? Now you got a challenge when you got two friends or two brothers who like the same girl. And that's a challenge, because she got to pick which one she wants. So one of my uncles made the decision that he was going to tell the other brother that this girl had a, what's the clean version of it? Had a disease. So my uncle said, oh, man, I'm leaving her alone, guys. My other uncle today, guys, is married to that lady to this day. So the reason why I bring that out is because when there's competition, if I'm a tomato seller and somebody is selling something, a comparable product, I'm pretty much going to find a way to try to discredit their product, etc. There is a lot of stuff that's going on in the market that the everyday person doesn't have a clue. And because they don't have a clue, they can't position themselves to profit. My mentor, Bishop Eddie Long, made a statement. He says, Ontario, that changed my whole life. The wealth that I'm walking in today is because of what I understand from this statement. He says, everything that we know is history. Everybody knows what's already happened. That's history. He says, everybody knows what is happening right now because it's present. We're on this live right now. We know what's happening presently. The man or woman that's going to be wealthy is who knows what's going to happen before it even happens. Now, many of us are enjoying this on enjoying Facebook Live, Zooms, and a lot of these technologies. Guys, these technologies were designed with you in mind even before you even knew you needed it. Now, why am I bringing it up? Because when you look at Forbes magazine, it shows you the 50 largest public companies that are exploring blockchain. Why blockchain? Because blockchain is technology that solves worldwide problems, cuts out a lot of redundancies, and allows companies to make profit. All right? Guys, let's look at some of these companies.
Ontario, are you sharing your screen?
Hang on one second. I'm sorry.
Okay.
As Derek say, low tech, high check.
Okay. Got them coins. There we go.
Okay, great. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Anybody recognize any of these companies?
Oh, absolutely.
Look at that 49th one. Anybody recognize?
Yes. Where I spend a lot of my time these days on projects, guys.
Guys, the world is moving to blockchain. All right. These are some Japanese financial institutions. We got Oracle. We got AI, Alibaba, guys. Everybody knows Alibaba. We got MetLife building their insurance platform on the blockchain. We got Facebook trying to wrestle with the U.S. government now, but trying to release a platform. We got Walt Disney. We got IBM trying to build a platform. We got Ford Motor Company trying to build a platform to control traffic flow. We got Goldman Sachs. We got Ing. We got Amazon, guys. We got Siemens. Siemens wants to use it to allow neighbors to buy and sell solar power directly from each other. Intel, Nestle, Pfizer, RBC, Anheuser-Busch is using it to simplify their freight logistics. Comcast, Santana. Anybody see a common theme that a lot of banks are trying to use the technology? Now, we got Daimler Chrysler. We got Walmart. Let's talk about Wally World. Wally World is trying to use the blockchain to work to the other supply chains. Now, let me give you an example of how powerful this is. Walmart has thousands of customers, tens of thousands of customers that they buy product from, that they sell in their stores. Well, Walmart has to get that product delivered. It has to be invoiced. After it's invoiced, it has to be sent. They got to pay. They got to do the wires. The wires can take 2 to 3 days for it to get there. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts with this. The blockchain guys, if they're able to build a blockchain platform and put all of the delivery mechanisms in the blockchain mechanism, all of the aspects of the key factors of all of the suppliers into that blockchain database. And once things are approved, guess what? Money doesn't need to move in the SWIFT system for payment. We don't need the mail checks. We don't need the wire money, because there could be instantaneous transactions take place for deliveries and product that's delivered. So let's just say it used to take 30 days. Well, that can be cut down in a matter of days by using a blockchain. So you're looking at Microsoft, you're looking at Samsung, Toyota. Toyota is going to use it for how blockchain payments can enable self-driving cars. Royal Dutch Shell is using it to create an energy commodities platform. Apple for blockchain technology timestamp. Bank of America. JP Morgan. Everybody knows JP Morgan. And I'm going to end with JP Morgan. And the reason why I want to end with JP Morgan is because there are a lot of people that are on this call, and you're talking to people on a daily basis. And as you're talking to people, everybody is finding something negative about crypto. The price is going down. This is going on. The government is challenging it. You know, all this kind of stuff is going on, guys. Crypto is here to stay. And the reason you know crypto is here to stay is because these 50 companies that Forbes has reported on don't spend billions of dollars to throw it away. That's one, right? The second thing is that when it comes to this JP Morgan coin, I want to show you the power of this. And the reason I want to show you the power of it is because Jamie Dimon, for the last 3 years, has bashed Bitcoin, has bashed the technology for the most part. And now all of a sudden, as of February the 14th, 2019, he's delivered all of a sudden, you know? He no longer has the disease any longer. JP Morgan is rolling out the first US bank-backed cryptocurrency to transform payments business. Why is this important? It's important because the lender moves $6 trillion a day around the world in his massive wholesale business. It created its coin so that, here it is, I'm going to read it. JP Morgan is preparing for a future in which parts of the essential underpinning of the global capitalism, from cross-border payment system to corporate debt issuance, is going to move where? On the blockchain. Wow. The database technology made famous by the first application, Bitcoin, but in order for the future to happen, the bank needed a way to transfer money at a dizzy speed than those smart contracts closed, rather than the old technology like wire transfer. Wow. Listen to this. Imagine them moving $6 trillion a day instead of taking 3 days to move, and each bank it goes to, there's fees in between there. Look at all the savings that they're actually saving. Now, Karatbars is giving us, everybody on this call. Listen, many of us on the call, there may be one of us that's on the call that grew up with a silver spoon in their mouth. But the rest of us, we come from blue collar workers. We come from hard work. And Karatbars is giving us the ability to play the wealthy man's game alongside of them in an ecosystem that's backed by physical gold. We're able to purchase coin for pennies. They have created use for the coin and support for the coin, and given the coin the ability to build open source and constantly getting new technology to make the coin even more powerful and effective. The thing that I want to emphasize on this phone is, guys, like I said, I don't say this to brag, but a mass majority of the wealth opportunities that come along, guess what happens? They get passed between brother and brother. They get passed between brothers on the golf course, etc. For people that already got money that don't need money. The way Harold Sykes designed this system, it is designed for you to win. And not only you to win, but you and your generations after you, right? I've traveled, like I said, on every incentive trip that Karatbars had, I've won. And the more I'm around Mr. Harold Sykes, hanging around with us, I mean, most people can't even believe he's our CEO when we're out on the road. Why? Because he's just like one of us. And they can't understand, why is this man so passionate about making people wealthy? I'm going to tell you why. And I encourage you to read his book, Think Big. And I encourage you to read his book, The Future of Money, which is in our back office as well. And when you get into the heart of this man, you're going to understand why he made the statement that he wants to create 20,000 millionaires in the next 2 years. Why? Because he was raised by a mother, single mother, and a single grandmother who were alcoholics. The child had to take care of the adults. The child was concerned about how bills were going to get paid and what was going to be turned off, etc. He became an adult way before his time. He struggled in school. He wore glasses, etc., was teased all the time. And eventually, by God's design, recognized that his forte was in sales. He bumped his head a couple times on some different business ventures, etc., but realized that there was an opportunity in this gold thing, created the company, became wealthy, right? Started Karatbars with his own money and built it to where it is today. Now, he's already rich, guys. Why is it so important for him to create millionaires? And I'm going to tell you why it is. And you should feel very important when I make this statement. He still remembers what it feels like to be us. It's no fun, guys, when you're rich, you're making millions of dollars, you're going on trips and your friends can't go.
That's so true.
You know? Or, you know, you're riding around in the Bentley, but everybody else still catching the bus. You grew up together. What Mr. Harold Sykes is doing is working himself out of pain. And because of that pain, he has us in mind. So with that being said, I don't want to take up too much time. I think we went over, but I wanted to communicate to you to help you understand why you're in such a priority for this man and why each of us that are on this phone has the ability to be one of those 20,000 millionaires with this opportunity called Karatbars International. Let's use it to our advantage. Let's take the time to stack up on as many coins as we possibly can. Let's take advantage of the incentive. Let's take advantage of these bonuses because, guys, guess what? September 1, the game is over. And the infrastructure will be put into place for the coin to go wherever it is. And I don't want you to have that testimony like me. And Jona, I'll end with this. Guys, every time I tell this story, I feel like crying all over again. But a very wealthy friend of mine, I'm not going to call his name, he told me in the early 2000s, he said, hey, listen, we get ready to make a business move, and we want you to move with us. We're going to buy this thing called Bitcoin while it was at 8 cents a coin. I said, dude, I'm not doing that. I'm in the gold business. I'm good. And the reason why I was good is because I was making 6 figures. And, 6 figures coming from the country, that's good. In my mind, that was good. I didn't realize that I would have been missing out on a major opportunity. Well, he said, dude, man, it's 8 cents. He said, we spend, he said, we can take $80 and buy 1,000 Bitcoin. Let's do it. I said, I'm not doing it. He said, dude, you spend that on gas. You spend that on movies. You spend that on dry cleaning. He said, on drinks, anything anybody does in their lifestyle on a weekly basis on the weekend, you spend more than $80. I said, dude, I'm not doing it. He said, okay, cool. Guys, fast forward to 2017, he calls me up. He said, hey, man, how did you do? I said, how did I do? I didn't do anything. He said, my wife and I just closed. We sold 500 of our 1,000 Bitcoin for $9.5 million when it went to 19. He sold, his selling price is $19,056. Guys, I wanted to choke myself, cut my wrist off because I missed it. Yeah. And one of the statements that haunts me to this day, but I use it as a motivation for other people, is that the highest form of ignorance is when you judge a matter without investigating it. And I didn't even take the time to investigate it. I lost $9.5 million on that day. Ooh. And guess what? Friend didn't need it. He was already rich. He gained $9.5 million on a portfolio that already had a couple $100 million on top of it. And what about Ontario? Well, my six-figure was good. I had some property, real estate, got a trucking company. I'm bringing in cash flow, etc. But it wasn't in the tune of $9.5 million.
No, not even close.
I made a vow to myself that I was not going to miss another opportunity. And when Karatbars came with what we have in our hands right now, I made a commitment that I'm going to connect with this. I'm going to put my wealth and resources into this. I'm going to put my time and energy into it. I'm going to allow this ecosystem to be built out. And my generations after me are going to be free. So that being said, thank you for allowing me to share. And look forward to more time with you guys. Back to you.
And as usual, you did a phenomenal job. Thank you so much, Nia, and Nia's husband. I know Nia's husband is probably behind this, saying, I am going to be one of those 20. I would have expected everybody else who was on this line to say me too, because I definitely got in that number. So, yep, let's ride this thing all the way up. Thank you so much, Ontario, for getting on here tonight and making this. You know, when I came back and I looked at this again, it was a little bit confusing. And here's what happens when you get a lot of information. You can tend to get paralyzed and not do anything. Guys, the first thing you want to do is go back in your back office and make sure everything is good. Your KYC, your whatever, and start getting these coins. If you need help, I am here. My assistant is on this line as well. Her name is Jona. Most of you ladies are in my 40+ group, so you know how to reach me. You heard my testimony about what's happening even with the churches. And I want to say this, and I'm going to end this. We are about to relaunch Preparing the Kingdom 2.0. Ontario and I are back, so we know that you guys are going to support us, and we're not going to be doing a conference call. We will be live. I'm pushing him out of the nest, as you guys see him with this technology, but we're getting ready to do this. God has called us for such a time as this, and we're going to walk in obedience, and we're going to do it.
I forgot something, so don't close. Can you still see my screen?
Did you say something, Ontario?
Can you still see my screen?
No, hold on a second.
I think this is very important that I show this to them, so.
Go ahead. We just, if you've been with us for any number of years, you guys know this is what we do. We just flow. So hang on in or get off. You can always get the recording, but you guys are hanging on with us. So go ahead, Ontario.
Right. Can you see the screen?
Not quite. Not yet.
Okay, hang on one second. Let me go back to the share. Hang on.
Okay.
I'm almost done, guys. This just hit me that I need to show this to you. This is very important.
Okay, now it's coming. Uh-oh. Yeah, Karatbars. Yeah. Okay,
so Karatbars, guys. You want to make sure that your Karatbars count, that your KYC for your Karatbars is up to date. And want to make sure that you go through the different stages of providing the pieces of information that's needed for your KYC to be approved. Because ultimately, you want to be approved through Platinum and Testament. I have 4 accounts. This is one that I'm not fully done through yet, but you want to get through as much of this as you possibly can. And I want to add some value to the Testament part. Guys, you remember there was a CEO that had the private keys to a company, and everybody was in upheaval because no one knew the private key. What Karatbars has done is provided you now with the ability to put your testament in place and God forbid if something was to happen to you, or, you know, and you were to pass away, you want to make it very easy for your spouse to be able to transition very easily into ownership as if they were you. And so I encourage everybody to definitely go through this KYC process. It can be a little tedious getting the documents together, but you want to do it because at the end of the day, you don't want to be limited to when it's time to do a trade and you're limited onto what you can actually do because you're not at a certain KBC level, right? And I want to congratulate those of you that are already node owners, guys. If you got an opportunity to become a node owner, congratulations. That's a great opportunity for passive income. And then there's also the opportunity to be KBC node owners. So let me go through here, go back to the wallet. We want to go to home. So when you go to home, guys, you're gonna see when you click on nodes, you're gonna see that all of the full nodes are gone, all of the master nodes are gone, but there's still nodes, super nodes available for KBC. So if you're one of the persons that, you know, bought KBC when it was, you know, under a penny and you got 3 million coins, KBC coins, you have the ability to register for a super node, which in turn, that super node is going to afford you 20% per year. Now, let me explain this, guys, how powerful this is. I own 4 master nodes in different accounts. But what happens here is that it took 1 million KCB coins in order to take ownership of that master node. Well, that master node is going to pay 15% of $1 million every single year. So 1 million multiplied by 15% is 150,000 coins. So when you divide that by 52 weeks, I'm going to earn 2,800 coins passive income every single week on the master nodes that I own, right? So let's say the coin is 2,800. That means it's 2,800 times $1, or let's say the coin is $1. That means you're earning $2,800 passively every single week. Let's say the coin goes to $10. You're still going to earn the 2,800 coins every single week. So $2,800 times $10, your weekly income for that week is $28,000. These master nodes are huge. Now people are saying, you know, that's good. That is great. But what this master node system does, because what a lot of people don't understand, if there are 1,000 people who have banked 1 million coins, so 1 million coins times 1,000, that's, my calculator is struggling. That's $1 billion. That's $1 billion in value, 1 billion in coins. What Karatbars is doing through this is creating stability in its coins, because trust me, my 1 million coins will stay in place forever. Why? Because I know I can earn passive income without working to make that passive income. And I know that passive income could be $10 this week, could be $20 the next week, could be $100 the next week or whatever. So literally, I'm gonna always keep my 1 million stashed. What does that do for the system? It creates stability for the system. Karatbars doesn't have to worry about, you know, somebody coming and just taking and spending, you know, taking and dumping all their coins. Why? Because they want the passive income. So it's creating stability. So the only thing that's available right now is the super nodes. There's currently 750 slots available. It takes 3 million KCB coins. But imagine 3 million KCB coins times 20%. That's 600,000 coins a year divided by 52 weeks. You're earning 11,000 coins a week. If the coin is $1 a coin, that's 11,000 times That's a lot of money, guys. It passes.
I just
In addition to you building your Karatbars business and your goal savings platform is flowing, everything is flowing the way it is. This is just another opportunity to earn additional income. So I just wanted to make that available, and I am done. Back to you.
You know what? No, you're not, because there's still more to it. But I appreciate everything that you've told us tonight. Guys, if you're not fired up, I think an old preacher used to say your wood is wet. So I believe everyone on here has an account. You may not have been in that account for a very long period of time, but it's time for you to get in that back office, get those downloads. And guys, most of you, I'm looking at the names on this account, there's nothing for you to do other than to start getting the coins. Okay, pick a package, get the phone, get the profit package. He said stay away from the other packages for now because they don't have any promotions or coins attached to them. If you have any questions, I'm getting ready to turn off the recording. So I have certain things I want to say while we're recording, but I just want to make sure you guys understand. Don't sit paralyzed because there's a lot of information. The thing you want to take away from this call tonight is reactivate your account, and meaning you need to log in because the account is free. Okay, so log in, see what's going on in your back office, and guys, just start collecting these coins. Okay, get your packages and get these coins. Ontario, I want to thank you again. I appreciate you so much. I'm looking forward to relaunching Preparing the Kingdom 2.0 with you again. This time we're going live on social media and we're taking it to the masses, guys. And I know you guys are going to support us. So look for us at a Facebook Live near you. Guys, have a great night. I don't see any other questions out here. And so with that being said, guys, have a great night. Thank you again so much, Ontario. Appreciate you. Guys, have a great night.
All right, good night.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.